you all, Kissybug here. So I watched Roasted's video from last night where she was talking about how Savage's channel was brought down and all the stuff that had happened to Savage. I wasn't aware of any of that, but to see the Blob speak about her in one of his blogs and the way he used derogatory terms and language, it really pissed me off. He talks so bad about women, he has no shame. And you know what? If someone speaks out about what's going on, I don't see how someone could get a gag order on a person, because that was public content. That wasn't like, a tape recorded type conversation or anything between her and the mastermind or her and the Blob. That was out there for public consumption. And as a person who lives in America and has the freedom of speech, I don't see how she had to go through all that. She should be able to speak her truth. And if it's too close to home, well, oh well. It was wrong of them to take down her channel and to bully her. And it is deplorable the way he talks. I wonder if he talks to his mother with that kind of mouth. I don't like the man at all. I really don't. Actually, I don't like both of them, but I really don't like the Blob more than I don't like the mastermind. But it's like two sides of the same coin, if you ask me. But back to what was going on. She had every right to put out her opinions and to share them. And I'm so sorry, Savage, that people had bullied you as a result of those two people. You had every right to speak your mind. And to try to use her child against her, that is disgusting. I know my children wouldn't fall for his crap at all. And the burden of proof lies on the Blob to prove that her son said anything about her. It shouldn't lie on Savage herself. This was the Blob's doing, so where's the proof? Otherwise, don't believe anything that fat monster says, because all he does is bully and slander and harass people. He's done it to Charlie. He's done it to countless other people. And I'm surprised that given all this stuff that he has done, that he still even has a channel up and going. Especially since he admitted to hacking Charlie's first YouTube account. And the reason why that came about is I suspect that his brother had the password and had passed it on. And it's not okay for someone to do that. Actually hacking, isn't it against the law? And if it is, then the Blob broke some laws there, and so did his brother. And why they're not in trouble, I don't know. But they should be. It is ridiculous that people feel threatened to speak out because these two people go after them. They send their fans over. They don't really care about their fans. They only care about their fans in the sense that the fans will bully. And they sit back and they allow it. And the Blob on Twitter had a photo of his son holding his mom's dildo. And he was laughing about it. And when a woman spoke up and said that it was disgusting and that she didn't find no humor in it, the Blob went after her and said some nasty things. And then, of course, she didn't appreciate his humor, and it was supposed to be humor. And then he brought up the vagina spiders to her as well. And where did he learn that? Of course, the old man. You know what? It wasn't funny when he said it to his wife. It wasn't funny when he said it to other people either. That is disgusting. And more so when I watched the videos of him saying it to his wife. And the fact that the old man would call people whores and sluts. And the B word. And that's not content. That is abuse, plain and simple. But nobody wants to go there and talk about that. The Blob and the mastermind, or anybody associated with them, never want to talk about the abuse. And it's all abuse for consumption and for profit. And there's children watching these channels. Children. And the parents are not aware, I'm sure, because most parents think these days that technology is the babysitter. Whatever happened to parents having their children go outside and play? Those were the days I had. There was no technology to babysit me. I went outside and played with my friends. I had fun. I had a great childhood. But there was nothing like the way things are today. And if I was ever able to use the phone growing up, I only had an hour to speak to my friends, and that was it. That 1 hour. I wasn't allowed to sit in front of a TV for hours on end playing video games or just watching TV. I was, told to go have a childhood, and I did. But today, that's what children do. They sit on social media. They have their phones in front of their faces all the time. I mean, it's not just children, it's adults too. That's what our society has become. We're like a whole bunch of zombies running around with a phone in the face. Nobody ever sits down at the table and talks about things as a family should. And this guy, I think the child's like 4 or 5 years old, and I just can't believe that, one, he found the sex toy in the first place, and two, the father post a picture of him with a freaking dildo, and he thinks it's great. And of course, his little fans think it's great, so they're like, ha ha ha, that's great. That's not great. One, I don't know how the child even found the toy. Somebody didn't hide it well enough, unless it was not hidden well enough so the child would find it, so that, this could be one of those things to get views and people be laughing and thinking it's great. It's not great. And it wasn't great for you to bully somebody and say horrible things about her and have her channel taken down because she was trying to speak out. She has a right to speak out. And like I said in yesterday's video, if you didn't want someone to find the content, then you shouldn't have put it out there. Or it might have been another video, but all the same. It was in one of my videos, but again, if you didn't want someone to find the content, you shouldn't have put it out there. That's on you. You had a right to go and get a gag order? That's wrong, because that's on you. You put it out there, and millions of people see it. And then you get upset when anybody calls you out. It's always like that. And if somebody, God forbid, doesn't agree with you, then you're a hater. And then you need to unsubscribe to the channel because somebody got their little feelings hurt. They don't want to be the most hated man on YouTube. And they definitely don't want anybody to call them out on their BS or the abuse. It doesn't matter if you talk to the angry neighbor, talk to the blob, or talk to the mastermind. It's all the same. Nobody wants to address the abuse that has gone on their channels or in old videos of the old man or videos on the mastermind. But it's okay for them to ruin people's lives. It's okay to send hate to other people's channels because they weren't happy with something. It was okay to bully the brother, to tear him down, to make him the most hated man on YouTube. It was okay in their minds to abuse whoever they saw fit. And a mastermind, all you do is lie. You clickbait and you lie. That's all you do. You are never honest with your fans. You don't ever tell the truth. And people are sick of it. And this is what you guys do daily. If you ain't harassing somebody, then you lie and you clickbait. And the blob, you need a new hobby. Because all your content is harassment and bullying. And you are a wife beater. And you are a neglectful father if you're allowing your child to pose with a damn dildo. And you are a neglectful father for laughing at that and thinking it's funny. That's exploiting your child, and you know what? That's child abuse. Plain and simple, child abuse. Exploitation, neglectfulness, all that stuff. You would never, ever think a parent would let a child pose with a freaking dildo and think it's funny. You would tell your child not to be going through your stuff and to respect your stuff and your property, and to teach them if they wanted something, they need to ask. They don't raid mommy and daddy's rooms. You didn't teach him that clearly because he went looking and found it. And he's little and he shouldn't be exposed to that kind of environment. Whatever you do with your wife is your personal business. Your children have no right to go in your room and get into things. And you have no right to pose with your child or have your child pose with a damn dildo and put it up for public consumption and profit off of it. You profited off of it. Again, that's abuse. That's neglect. And you know what? And you harass people. That's bullying. Cyberbullying, abuse, etc. You hack into people's accounts. That's illegal, last time I checked. And was it funny to pick on a woman? Do you feel like a man? You have to beat on your wife and you have to come after women on YouTube? You must feel like a big man. No, all you are is a yellow-bellied coward. You can't even stand up to a man. You go down and drive 10, 11 hours to go kick Charlie's butt, and you couldn't even do it. And you're going to take on a smaller person because you could never face a man your size. You want to pick on someone, go find someone your own size. And when they kick your butt and you put it on film, I'm going to laugh. And I'm going to think, good, because you deserve it. You've done so much to be mean and cruel to people on YouTube, to try to sabotage their channels. You gotta pick on the lower YouTubers and say, oh, the big YouTubers don't care about the little ones. Not everyone is like you. There are people who are bigger YouTubers that are actually very nice people. Don't throw them all in one basket, dude. Because you're wrong. Not everybody treats their fans the way that you guys treat yours. And how dare you pick on a woman, mastermind, cleanup guy, because she was trying to speak out. Why don't you go pick on a man who's speaking out? Let's see what you do then, because you know what? You might be afraid that man might come kick your butt. And I hope he does, if he ever do it, because you ain't gonna do it. You like to pick on women. Women. Exploit children. Have the audacity to tell a child to respect women when you didn't even respect them yourself. You guys are disgusting. Gonna get a gag order if a woman speaking her mind, saying how she feels. You know what? I hope more and more people join the bandwagon to expose you scums. Because you guys don't deserve a damn channel. You don't deserve to be creators, because all the creation that you make is about bullying, neglect, and abuse. You don't deserve any of this. And you get paid to be like this? That's disgusting. Alright guys, I'm out. Love you guys a lot. Hope you have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.